Hi, my friends. Welcome to the Diamond Painting Effect with Corey. I'm Corey. I'm Corey Carroll. Today is another stitch with me, and it's Monday, so I have a new start today. The new start is called the Red Cottage. This is a stamped cross stitch pattern that I got from One Day Saving back in October of last year. And it's a 40 by 50. It has 129 stitches by 173 stitches, and that's what it's supposed to look like when it's finished. It has a lot of confetti, which is not so terribly surprising. The color that I chose to start with is, I'm going to be doing these, let's see if you can see. I'm going to be working on these purple triangles because it is one of the red colors. And, it's a salmon color. It's probably a little bit deeper than a salmon, but it is, did I tell you the color? It's number 3328 is what the DMC number is. And here, I'll let you look at the color like that. So that's the color. I haven't put this one on floss drops yet. One of the things that I notice about this kit that's kind of aggravating is this is a symbol I'm doing right here, but they also have a very similar symbol right there. It is a different color of purple. Actually, that's another mix in it. There's another triangle color. See if I can find it down here. That is the same color. The triangle's just, here's where they both are. This triangle points in the middle, and this triangle is it's a Nabisco corner there. So I'm going to be doing the point where the point is in the center of the square. I've tried to soften this up. It takes a little bit to do that. I'm starting in the roof top. It's like the second floor of the cottage, so to speak. And that's where we'll be working today. Did you guys have a nice weekend? How are you doing? Let me know. What are y'all working on today? What are y'all stitching on or crafting on? Whatever it is you're doing. I had a really kind of an awesome, neat weekend. I want to do a shout out for Enza's Diamond Painting Gallery. She, bless her heart, she did a video review on my channel on Friday. And it pleased me to no end that, I've had people shout me out, which is awesome. But she actually did a video review. You guys need to go check her out too, because she's got a great diamond painting channel. She's very thorough when she does her unboxings. She also does some how-to videos. Some of them are, how to diamond paint, how to set up your craft room, how to kit up, and all kinds of different things. She also does video on how to have a YouTube channel. So y'all go check out Enza's Diamond Painting Gallery and give her some likes and some subscribe and all that stuff. She's a really, really sweet lady. She's reached out to me and she's done that for me, and it took me by surprise, honestly. I knew she does this That's one of the things she does, is she does video reviews of different channels. And I just never thought that I would be in that radar, to have her choose me. So I'm very honored and pleased, and I want to thank. I've already gotten some subscribers who've let me know. I want to thank you so much for coming over and giving me a try, and I hope you stay. I hope you stick around. So thank you, Enza. Thank you so very much. Another wonderful thing that happened this weekend is I have been watching. There's a lady named Becca JB. I'm sorry, I don't know the channel names. I will put them in the description below. One of them's Becca's Happy Place, and I think the other one is the Becca JB. But because I subscribed to her diamond painting channel, I found out that she also had a doll channel. Becca's Happy Place is about her nursery, and she has a nursery just full of dolls. And so I've been watching that channel too, and I thought, it would be fun to have a few doll. I don't think I want to be an avid doll collector, but I've always loved dolls. I have some that I've saved from my childhood. I have a couple of Cabbage Patch. I actually have a twin Cabbage Patch dolls that I bought in my early 20s. That's when the Cabbage Patch was all the rage. And I do have a twin brother, so I got a boy and a girl twin set. So I have a Mrs. Beasley doll from back when I was a little girl, and I was bringing tears to my eyes because that reminds me so much of my oldest sister. I was she was like probably out of high school by the time this was all happening, and just working and trying to get the money to go to college. And but she was my oldest sister. She took me under her wing. I came from a very large family, and she kind of seemed, now that I look back on it, I see that she kind of took me under her wing. And when the show, I think it's called, Family Affair? I think that's the name of the show, with Buffy and Jody and Mrs. Beasley. And she thought I would like that show. And so, but I could never stay awake long enough. I was out early. I was always went to bed early. And I couldn't stay awake, but she would always come and wake me up so I could go watch Family Affair, watch Buffy and Jody and Mrs. Beasley and Uncle Bill and all that stuff. And my Mrs. Beasley is really, really tattered and torn. But anyway, I've kept those dolls. Those are the only dolls I have. But I my heart, I have a liking for them. I'm not gonna be Becca. I love Becca, but I can't afford to even collect dolls like that. But there's a part of me that would like to. So anyway, I entered. She had a giveaway, and I entered. And last week, I don't know if it was last week or last time she did this, there were 2 dolls, and I didn't win. And this time there was only 1 doll, and I did win. And I could not believe it. I was what? And I'm so glad that this is a doll I won, because this is actually my favorite of the 3 dolls that I've tried to win. This one was my favorite, and I couldn't believe it. So Becca, thank you so much. I can't wait to get her. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to unbox her for you guys. We all going to get to see her. And so I'm very excited about that. It just made my weekend. I actually felt better this weekend than I've been feeling. So that was also a wonderful, wonderful way for my weekend to be. So I was just really excited. I will insert a picture of the doll I won, and what I did was I took a picture of it on the TV, and I'll insert that here. And you guys need to go check out Becca's channels too. She's just a sweet lady, and I can't wait to get her. I believe her name is Molly. I think that's the name she came with, and I'll get all that information from Becca. I don't know if I'll rename her or not. I just don't know. I guess I'll know when I get her. So that was my excitement. I don't know how some of you guys feel about that, but I'm excited. I was really pleased. I actually had bought one, and I had already actually ordered it, and I started feeling bad about it, and so I went back and canceled the order, and fortunately it wasn't too late. And I did that probably about 4 months ago when I started watching Becca. Maybe it was longer ago than that. But anyway, I bought it, and then I felt I really don't have the resources to do that kind of thing. The things that I do buy for cross stitch and diamond painting, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I really don't get all that many compared to some of the other YouTube creators. It's especially the way with inflation, it's beyond my reach. And whenever I do it as something else, I've paid a price some other way. There went Gunther to the top of the bookshelves, if you heard that kerfuffle. I don't know what he's chasing, but he was after something, it looked like. But anyway, I guess what I'm saying is that I can't afford very many crafts and hobbies, and it's like we're talking on stitching in the Inner Lake with with Ava. I'm sorry, you guys, both of you. I'm sorry. With Ava, we were talking and how we have so many things to work on now that, if we don't need any more. We don't need any more. We are blessed already. So everything we get from here on out, it is a bonus. And so I've just been so thrilled and excited. I have a friend that lives in Abilene. She used to live here, but she saw a doll a while ago and she picked it up for me because she knew I would love it. So I'm expecting that baby also. My son thinks I'm nuts. And I don't have a place for a nursery, so that won't be happening. They'll probably be put away because I have too many animals that I'm worried about them getting to them. So my dogs I think they would destroy them, honestly. So I have to be very careful with them. For my projects over the weekend, I was able to work on quite a few. I probably can't even remember to tell you all of them, but I did get a little bit of diamond painting done. And right here, I'll enter a picture of where my diamond painting's at. I didn't get as much done as I would like to. Part of the time I just wasn't feeling it. And then when I felt it, then I was too tired by the time I started diamond painting. I really wanted to finish that section, but I couldn't even finish the section. You'll notice when I put up the picture, there's a strip that's kind of dotted. But the exciting part about that is the boots are starting to peek up there out of the bottom of the image. I will not finish this DP Show Me Your Flag 23 for Diamond Grandma and Crafting with V. I am not going to be able to finish it, but I do see that I can finish it soon. Soon. Once I start diamond painting, I say, why do I put it off? Why do I put off doing this? Well, I do know some of the reasons why, but I do enjoy it. And so, I think my cats are fixing to get into it. They're going to fight over that top shelf on that bookshelf. If I thought I could get my phone fixed again, I'd give you a view of what they're up to over there. I have a feeling it's not going to be pretty. Gunther's on top and Persephone thinks she wants up there. So, we'll see what happens. So, it was really nice. I enjoyed with Stitching in Their Lake with Ava. We did a Facebook group meeting for all her viewers, and I really enjoyed that. It was like we had a real stitch along. Everybody had their phones and cameras on, and we were, well, I was diamond painting, but everybody else was stitching. And I thought that was really nice. That was a fun way to spend our afternoon yesterday. And I want to thank Ava for doing that. That was really enjoyable. I worked on the Bumblebee, that's the one I'm trying to do with the half stitches. I did some more with that. I decided I think I started doing some of the stitches a bit looser so they would cover more. They seem to cover more, but as I'm messing with it and doing it, I'm finding that when I do nice, firm, solid stitches, overall those look better. And I don't know if I'm going to have to go back and take those other ones out because it's really obvious where I didn't do them tight. But you know what? It's doing better than I thought at the beginning. I think the coverage is going to be okay. I think it is that there are some colors that may not have the right amount of coverage because the colors are just different. But let me see if that's handy real quick, and I'll see if I can show you. I also worked on Nativity. The Nativity one is it's a bit difficult to see progress on that one because I'm filling in confetti, and so the progress isn't obvious. here we go. So the progress on that one isn't obvious, and so on. It's kind of frustrating to me, but I did work on that one too. But here's the bee. I'm trying to fold it different every time I go in. I did all this up here. I don't know if you can really see. But I think it's going better than I thought. When I originally thought. It looks like it's going to be full coverage. This purple one shows more background than the other colors do. And just so you can see on the back what I have done. I hate that I have to show you my back, because I travel with my stitches, especially for confetti. So that's what I've done so far on that bee. And it is going quicker. That is for sure. Let's try to fold it different this time. What'd be nice is if they just... No, that wouldn't be nice. I like the size of these bags. I was gonna say if they just had long bags, we could just roll them and put them in. And I suppose there's probably a way we could do that. But anyway, I worked on that one. I worked on the Home of Love, the seaside with all the kites and stuff. I think that's mostly what I worked on this weekend. And now we're adding this new one to the mix. I used to be a kind of pretty much a monogamous stitcher. But when I decided to do the channel, that meant I was going to have to shake it up a little bit. So y'all don't get tired of the same old. It's pictures and images and all that stuff. So I'm jumping into this world of a whole bunch of whips happening, and I'll just try to rotate them out so y'all can see different ones. My son he called me this morning. He was in the middle of freezing rain up there in Wisconsin, and I'm like, that's not the agreement. You're not going to tell me these things. But he was driving, but at that point he said that was the only load they were going to give him today. He told me later, just before I started filming, he said that the storm had let up. But I think he's out of hours now, so he's going to have to stop. So, anyway. Well, I want to thank you guys for joining me. I want to give a special shout out and thank you to Enza again. And another special thank you to Becca at Becca JB. I'm gonna link them below so y'all can check them out. And I want to thank you guys for joining me for the Diamond Painting Effect with Corey. Take care so I can see you in the next one.